Welcome to Inside Image, presented by Seismic Soundoff. I'm your host, Andrew Geary. Image is the #1 global geoscience event hosted by the Society of Exploration Geophysicists and the American Association of Petroleum Geologists. In this special series, you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at the people, purpose, and progress driving the Image Conference. This is more than an event. It's a global meeting of minds in applied geophysics, geology, and beyond. Across pavilions, technical sessions, and networking spaces, attendees are tackling today's toughest earth science challenges, from energy transition to carbon management. Over the course of this series, I'll be speaking with leaders, students, and visionaries about what they're discovering, what excites them, and how Image continues to fuel their work long after the lights go down. Consider this your front row seat to the ideas shaping the future of geoscience. Let's join the discussion.
So my name is Alison Malcolm. I'm a professor at the Memorial University of Newfoundland, and I'm here as a participant in the Image Conference, but also as the incoming Vice President for Publications for SEG.
What do you think makes Image unique within the geoscience community?
I would say that it's compared to many scientific meetings, there's a lot of interaction between industry and academia. And I think that's a really unique aspect of Image. Most conferences are either one or the other primarily. And this one is really a fair mix. And I think that's one of the things that really makes it unique.
It's such a strange time to talk to you. It's before Image. The icebreaker hasn't happened. The opening recession hasn't happened. It's very calm in our surroundings that we're in right now. But it is also a unique opportunity because you're recording, you're speaking into a mic. If you, Alison, hear this at the end of the week and you're back in Canada, what do you hope this week brings to you? Like, why are you here? Like, what do you hope when you listen back to this in a few days? Like, oh, I did do that. That is what I wanted to do.
I always come to Image as a way to network, to hear other people's ideas, and to kind of think through my own ideas in a way. That's the value for me of coming to conferences. You get to hear a bit about what other people are doing, both from watching their presentations and from talking to them in the hallway and getting ideas of what kinds of things they're thinking about, what kind of problems they're really struggling with, and where they think the future is and where they think the field is going. And it's not that like you listen to that and then you go do what everybody else is doing, but you use it to kind of inform what you're thinking about and how you think about things. And, I don't usually find that I come to a conference and I have big aha moments, but, I usually find that I have lots of interesting conversations. There's usually some themes in the conversations that I kind of distill afterwards. And the same with the talks. Sometimes you see a fantastic talk. Many talks are fine. But usually it's the themes that come through many talks that kind of stick with you as you come back. And I actually think that's also something that I find much easier now that I've been to many more conferences. When you're first there, you're just trying to understand every talk. And afterwards, as you have more experience going to conferences, you get a little bit more of an idea of how to sit there, listen to a bunch of talks, and kind of pull things together. And I think that's the thing that I'll think about as I sort of fly home, is the kind of the themes and the things that I saw in multiple talks or I had come up in multiple conversations. What
excites you most about geosciences today?
What excites me most about geosciences today is the many different opportunities. Things are definitely changing. We're moving towards more sustainable practices. We're moving towards carbon. You're hearing way more about carbon capture than you used to. I've already heard a lot of people talking about mining and near surface as things that have always been part of SEG and I think they kind of come on and off the radar. And I see that coming back on the radar this year, which I'm really pleased to see, because I think that's a really important part of the future. And I also just think we do students a disservice if we give them too narrow a focus. I really think they need to see many different ways of doing things and many different applications of the kinds of things that they're learning. And so I'm really pleased to see a little bit more, at least talk before the meeting starts on some of those topics.
Being that it's Monday afternoon, it's possible that someone, a professor, could still come here. They're close by, short flight. What would you say to them to encourage them to maybe consider that, to come to Image?
I think the value of coming to Image is really seeing the combination of the theoretical and the practical. I think it's a great place to see some of the breadth of what people do with applied geophysics. Just walking around the exhibition hall, you can see different companies that do very different things. Yes, the biggest things are all oil and gas related, but there's a lot of things going on that are not oil and gas related. And I think it's a nice place to come and see some of that breadth of different things that are happening in geophysics.
Well, I feel like I would be remiss. You gave a great tip about looking at the overall themes of that tip was excellent. Is there any other advice you would give to an attendee? Because this is also the beginning of Image. So for someone here, well, what other words of wisdom would you have to share with them?
I mean, I guess what I would say, especially to the younger people who maybe are here for the first time and stuff like that, is, don't be shy. Talk to different people, present yourself. It's okay to just come up and say hello. It is awkward sometimes. I still find it awkward. There's still many, many people here I don't know who, I might want to meet. I might want to have a conversation with. And, I think it's important to an extent, just get over it. Go up, say hello. And if you see someone talking to someone you don't know, that's a great way to meet a new person. And so I think this is a venue where we're trying to meet new people. We're trying to talk to different people. And so I just encourage people to talk to everybody.
That's a nice reminder, like lean into the expectation that people here are expected to be come up to and just said hello. Like that's the expectation. Lean into it. It's okay. If you could describe Image in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
So I was thinking about this and I have a little trouble with this, I have to say, but okay. So if my kind of best go at 3 words, network, learning, and energy. And I think energy in many senses, not just energy like energy we take from the ground, but energy we take from each other, energy that we give to each other by being here, presenting what we're thinking about, by thinking about things in new ways, talking to new people, thinking about different things. So those are my 3 words.
Those are great. I mean, you'd be so hard pressed to come here and just not walk away with something that excites you, energizes you to get ready to go. So that's a perfect word. Well, thank you, Alison, for joining the show again, and good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me here on Inside Image. The conversations you've heard today capture the energy, ambition, and collaborative spirit that make Image such a vital gathering for our community. Be sure to catch our highlight episodes, social media clips, and post-event recap, extending the best moments far beyond this week. I'm Andrew Geary. Thanks for listening, and here's to the innovations ahead.